Radio X, serving the international expat community, loving the city, loving you. This is Radio X.
Now, did you know that more than 5.5 million young people across Europe are unemployed? Countries like Greece, Spain and Portugal are feeling devastating effects at the moment, but the impact is being seen and heard everywhere. In light of this, organisations such as JCI and individuals like Kamil, who joins me this morning, are working to establish an international network of professionals and entrepreneurs capable of tackling this problem. This morning we have the pleasure of finding out where they are up to and what they've planned next. Kamil, a very good morning to you. Welcome to Radio X once again.
Well, first of all, thanks a lot, Chris, for having me today. It's great to be back and chatting about the initiative. Our organization, JCI TOW, started this event, this project, back in 2012. It was really a response to what we saw, let's say, on the ground, speaking to colleagues, speaking to friends, which was, the problem with youth unemployment. Me personally, I have many friends who are recent grads and who are just having a really hard time finding a job. These are people who are already educated, people who have double masters, triple, diplomas, incredible things, and our organization just couldn't, do nothing about it, because the volunteer organization that I'm part of, JCI, its core mission statement is just to empower young people to create positive change. So if young people are in a situation where they don't have a job, they're really suffering, they're feeling like the world is on, because they can't overcome these challenging times in Europe, it's when we decided to take action. So that's what we proposed, this program, this project, whereby we brought together HR professionals, senior level managers, people from our personal and professional networks, and then we created this platform whereby we brought those professionals together with the people actually looking for a job. And we wanted them to exchange as much knowledge as possible, best practices, tips on the job market, just so these young people can get their foot in the door. And now we're on our third event, as you mentioned. After two successful ones, we believe that this model, this concept that we brought forward is working, and we want it to continue, but we also want it to spread. We want other organizations, volunteer organizations, to take on this challenge that we've taken on.
So when is the next event taking place here in Brussels? I understand you've had a couple of successful ones, but am I right in saying the next one is in the next couple of months? Is that right?
Exactly, Chris. The next one is taking place in November. In fact, it will be taking place in parallel with something else that we're organizing. As I mentioned, we believe that what we're doing, this project, should spread, and other volunteer organizations that would love to take on and learn about this concept, we're really open to that. And in fact, together with what we already do, on the same weekend in November, the last weekend in November, we're going to be organizing a leadership summit. So inviting leaders from volunteer organizations from JCI local chapters across Europe to come to Brussels and participate in leadership training on how to best tackle youth unemployment, on how to approach, let's say, this very sensitive issue and difficult issue from, let's say, a volunteer organization perspective. And hopefully when these guys are trained, at the Leadership Summit, they could go back to their respective countries and implement the same type of project that we've been doing here in Brussels since 2012,
Excellent, very good. So I understand you're attending a very important meeting next week as well. Could you tell us a bit about that and some of the key players involved in the project at the moment?
Yeah, for sure. Well, next week on Monday, September 16th, we're having a Program Advisory Committee board meeting. So because our project is running since 2012, we've already, met certain professionals, HR professionals, senior leaders, senior entrepreneurs, let's say, in Brussels who have really enjoyed working with us on this project. Our former speakers from our panel series that we've had. And we thought that this year we would like to engage them more in the project. And what we've organized is something that I think is a really cool idea. It's this Program Advisory Committee board, and it's bringing all of our alumni, professional alumni, let's say, the senior level guys, to actually come back, meet with our team, advise us on actual HR issues, leadership issues, let's say approaches that we can take in the actual program of our event, so as to give our event a bit more expertise, a targeted approach to really try to tackle these issues of youth unemployment in Brussels, but also for the leadership summit, like I mentioned. And just to give you a few names, of people who are on this program advisory committee, senior advisors from the European Commission, senior HR executives from NATO. We have former vice presidents of actual companies. It's quite a heavy lineup, giving us actual advice, because if you can imagine, my team is all volunteers.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're doing the best with what we can, and such support from actual leaders in the field means a lot to us. It gives us some expertise. It allows us to tailor-make the program. It gives our volunteers that much more motivation that they're not alone in helping these young people that are unemployed in Brussels and in Europe, but it gives them a reassurance that they're doing the right thing and that there's many people out there that want to help.
Very good.
This program advisory board, again, is all volunteers, people who can do something else in their free time, but they've decided to come to the meeting to support the initiative and really back us in this project, which we think is going to be a great success.
Very good indeed. So it seems to be gathering a lot of momentum for you over the course of this year, Kamil. So what have been some of the main achievements in your mind that you've managed to attain so far this year? Yeah,
for sure. 2 successful projects thus far that sold out very quickly. In fact, the second project, the second time we did the event, I don't know if I mentioned that in our interview last time, but it sold out 100 spots within 12 hours.
Wow.
So if you can imagine, those are all of the young people, who just are seeing what we're doing and who see the benefit of attending the event, and who register because they're in that situation where they need that advice, they need that professional push. And that's, I think, just shows the need of what we're doing, but also shows the importance of doing projects like this. I would say another key achievement is that we've garnered some European support. In fact, I don't know if I mentioned this to you already, but we've already spoken to people in different European member states, people who are within our networks, our professional, personal networks, and who've also, let's say, really taken interest in what we do, and they already want to do what we're doing in Brussels at their national level or their local level. So, we have local ambassadors, this is what I call them, local leaders already in the Netherlands. We have one in Poland, Latvia, France. We even have a friend of mine who saw a post I put on Facebook, a few weeks ago about the event, and this guy is based in Ghana,
Wow.
in Ghana, Africa, and he contacted me and said, "Listen, Kamil, I love what you're doing. What you're doing isn't only important for people in Europe.
Yeah.
Youth unemployment is a global issue." And he told me, "I want to do what you're doing. I want to take this model and apply it in Ghana." And in fact, with him, we're going to be doing a Your Future, or mentoring him to organize a Your Future in Ghana, if you can imagine.
Wow, that's amazing. So it's turning into you're sort of orchestrating a model that can then be used in other countries around the world as well. That's absolutely amazing, Kamil. Well, huge congratulations with regards to that. So bringing it back to Brussels just for a second, let's say I'm listening to Radio X this morning. I'm young, I'm unemployed. I want to reach out to you. I love what I'm hearing, but I want to connect with you, Kamil. How can I do that?
Yeah, for sure. We're looking for, for participants, for potential partners, sponsors, for potential leaders as well who would like to be part in the leadership summit to take the concept. So if you guys are listening to Radio X today, this morning, and you'd like to get involved in any capacity as a volunteer, as a participant, Chapter, I think the best way is to get in touch with us through our Facebook fan page or our website. So our Facebook fan page is JCI TOE, so JCI THOE, and just do a quick Facebook search there, or find us on our website at www.jcithoe.com.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Kamil. I will share those details on the RadioX Facebook page as well. So if you're listening and you want to connect with Kamil and JCI, then just keep an eye on the Facebook page. Those details will be posted shortly. Kamil, huge congratulations for the many successes you've had so far, and the very best of luck for the future events in November and beyond as well. Have yourself a great day.
Thank you very much, Chris. You too. Have a great day.
This is Radio X.